All right, let's get right into it. So, another year is wrapping up, and it's that time when we all kind of look back at our finances. Maybe you totally crushed your goals, or maybe, it was a bit of a struggle. But here's the real deal. What happened last year doesn't define what's coming next. What really matters is your mindset. And that leads us to that big question that kind of haunts us, right? Are we just going to do this all over again? Are you just destined to repeat the same money habits, feel the same stress, just with a new year on the calendar? Look, I'm going to be straight with you. The answer is yeah, probably. Unless something fundamental, something deep down actually changes. And that big something, it's not about your paycheck or finding the perfect budget. It's all about your mindset. And that's what we're here to reset right now. And hey, while we're on that, if you're actually serious about making this year different, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button for the Dita Finance channel. We drop new explainers just like this one every single week. It's all about building that real financial freedom, and you're not going to want to miss out. Okay, so here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to look back and pull out the key lessons from last year. Then we'll turn those lessons into a solid, actionable blueprint for 2026. And finally, the most important part, we're going to lock in that new mindset so all of this actually sticks. All right, first up, lessons from last year. And let's be clear, this is not about feeling bad about what went wrong, not at all. This is about taking an honest look at what happened so we can learn from it and be way smarter moving forward. So what's maybe the single biggest lesson? It's this: consistency beats perfection every single time. You know how it is, we get totally stuck trying to find that perfect stock or the perfect savings plan, and we end up doing absolutely nothing. The real secret? It's just about showing up. Those small, consistent moves, that's what builds real wealth. I really want you to let that one sink in. This is a huge shift. You don't have to be some flawless financial guru. You just have to be a consistent participant in your own success. Just show up for your money, even if it's small. All right, lesson number 2. This one's a tough one that the past year really hammered home for a lot of us. A single paycheck is just fragile. I mean, with everything going on, inflation, job insecurity, relying on just one stream of income, it's like walking a tightrope with no safety net below. So, how do you build that safety net? It starts with this mindset shift. You have to go from being a passive earner to becoming an active wealth builder. That means finding ways to put your money to work for you, whether that's investing, leveling up your skills, or starting a side hustle. And lesson number 3, this one might be the most important of all. So many of us feel like we're failing with our money, right? But the truth is, most of the time, we're just flying blind. And let me tell you, when it comes to money, ignorance is not bliss. It's a trap, because you can't fix a problem you're not willing to look at. So I want you to ask yourself a serious question right now. No judgment, okay? Just be honest with yourself. Where did your money actually go last year? Do you really know? Because finding the answer to that one question, well, that's the key that unlocks everything. And let's get really specific here. No guessing. How much did you actually put into savings? What happened with your debt? Did it go up or down? And what about those little, those wallet-draining habits? The daily coffees, the subscriptions you forgot you even had. Where did it all go? See, all of this leads to a powerful mindset shift. You have to stop avoiding it. Stop being scared to look at your bank account. Your money deserves your attention, not your avoidance. Facing those numbers isn't about feeling shame. It's about taking back your power. Okay, so we've got those lessons learned. Now it's time to put them to work. Welcome to Section 2, your 2026 Financial Blueprint. This is where we turn all that thinking into doing. Goal number 1, let's solve that consistency problem for good. You want to know the single best hack for financial success? It's automation. Seriously. Why? Because it takes your emotions and your willpower completely out of the picture. You just make one smart decision, set it up, and the system takes over. And it is so simple. The day you get paid, boom, have a transfer automatically go to your savings. Set up another one to go straight to your investments, even if it's just a little bit to start. And that's it. You're done. You've literally made consistency your default setting. All right, goal number 2 is all about building that safety net we talked about. The goal for this year? Build or expand one extra income stream. And hey, don't get overwhelmed by this. I'm not talking about starting the next huge tech company. It can be small. Some freelance gigs, creating a simple digital product, maybe focusing on dividend investing. The point is to start, not to get rich overnight. And finally, goal number 3, this is how we get that clarity. You're going to create a simple, and I mean simple, wealth tracker. Could be a spreadsheet, an app. I honestly don't care what you use. Just track these 4 things every month. What came in, what went out, what you saved, and what you invested. Trust me, seeing those numbers move in the right direction is one of the best motivators you'll ever find. Okay, this brings us to our final section, and honestly, it's the most important piece of this whole puzzle, the mindset reset. Because you can have the best plan in the world, but if your head's not in the right place, none of it matters. Your mindset, that is your most valuable financial asset, period. So let's make some promises to ourselves for the year ahead. Here's the first one. I will focus on progress, not perfection. So what if you have an off month? It's okay. This isn't about having a perfect record. It's about getting back up and just keeping moving forward. All right, promise number 2. I will keep learning, even when the results take time. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Your portfolio will have red days. Your side hustle might make almost nothing at first. The key is to just stay curious, keep learning, and trust that the process works over the long haul. And the last promise, this is a big one. I will treat my money like a tool, not a problem. It's not this big, scary monster that causes all your stress. It's a resource in your hands that you can use to build the exact life you want. When you see it that way, man, it changes everything. Look, if there's only one thing you take away from all this today, I want it to be this. Real, lasting wealth, it doesn't start in your bank account. It starts in your head. It begins with what you truly believe is possible for yourself. So what's your first easy step into this new way of thinking? Make it simple. Go ahead and subscribe to the Dita Finance channel. Let's make this the year you don't just write down goals, you actually go out and crush them. Let's do this together.